Hey everybody, it's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Homes, and I'm back today to share with you guys my warm review on the Scents of the Season collection that is available to the public on November 1st. So if you guys have not watched my first sniffs on the Scents of the Season collection, definitely check that video out. I'll put a link in the description box for you. But I have had a chance to warm some of these already in the past, and then there was 3 that were like brand new, which was, I like that. I like when Scentsy does that. I like when, if you're gonna make a limited time collection, mix it up. Bring back some older scents, mix it up with like 1 or 2 newer ones. Give us a mixture of the two, because I rather see older scents come back that way versus just the 2 options and bring back your bar, and then instead of getting like 5 new fragrances. So, but if you're not aware, the Scents of the Season, they usually do this every holiday. It is going to be available on November 1st, and it's going to be in this giftable box option. It will be $25 for the 5 scents. I don't believe you can purchase them individually. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't believe you can purchase them individually. You have to get them in the bundle. However, you can put them individually in a club subscription and get them that way. So there are 3 returning scents in this collection and 2 that were brand new. So I'll go ahead and get started. I don't think my lineup from my first sniffs changed much. I was let down by 1 though. So we'll get into that. So I did not warm Peppermint Rush or Homestead Holiday because I've warmed these continuously in the past. So I am very familiar with their performance, what they smell like, what their performance is, and all of that. So Peppermint Rush, I do like this one on cold and on warm. On warm, you definitely get more of the vanilla scent that's in here, and the peppermint is still very prominent. It is a sweeter peppermint. It is a peppermint that is similar to what you find in toothpaste. Is it like perfect peppermint? I don't believe so, because I think perfect peppermint, in my opinion, is more a medicinal peppermint, where this one is reading a little bit more body care and toothpaste because of that peppermint note, but it is sweeter, and the vanilla just kind of elevates it a little bit. But it is still like, 60-70% peppermint driven, and like the other 30 is like the vanilla. So this is very, very strong. It's not a boomer by any means, not a powerhouse, but it is strong, and it will go throughout the entire day. And sometimes I can even get pretty much similar performance on day 2. By day 3, I'm kind of over the scent at that point. So typically I warm this in bedrooms and in bathrooms, especially like in the wintertime, because where this has a lot of peppermint in it, it definitely opens up your nostrils. So I would only recommend this scent if you love peppermint. So if you like strong peppermint scents, then definitely give this one a try. Where it has the vanilla in it, I would also consider grabbing a bar of this for your collection to use it as a bakery mixer, because you could put Peppermint Rush with like a cube of vanilla bean buttercream, sugar cookie, mocha doodle, hug in a mug if you have that in your club, to make all these kinds of different like bakery peppermint options. So I definitely like this one. Will I repurchase? Heck yeah. Will I reclub it? You bet your ass I will. So this one's definitely going to be a clubber for me, just because I loved it. I always loved it. I'm so glad it came back in a Bring Back Your Bar, and I believe it was so popular enough that that's why they brought it back in the Scents of the Season collection, because we did just recently have it in Bring Back Your Bar. So the fact that it came back so soon, I was surprised on that, but that just goes to show, and I'm hoping Scentsy's listening, that they need to bring back these older scents that many customers and consultants now have not experienced. I have like the blessing of being a customer and a consultant for so long, 10 plus years, that I've had experience with almost everything. Granted, there were times where I kind of you know, fell off the Scentsy wagon where I didn't purchase or I wasn't a consultant and things like that. So I missed out on a lot of scents. But the majority of the older ones, and I'm talking like the older ones that are good, that are friggin' powerhouses of a scent, those are missing. So I'm going to try not to cuss anymore in my video. I'm sorry. It just comes out like word vomit. So the other one that I did not warm because I have previous experience with it, it's Homestead Holiday. Homestead Holiday is a favorite of mine. It's literally top 5 for winter scents for me. The blood orange in here is so nice. Now, the new scent for this catalog, Fall Feeling, that also has blood orange in it. No shape, way, or form is it the same blood orange note that's in Homestead Holiday. I don't care if the scent notes are similar. It doesn't compete with it. And this has like fir needle and cinnamon sticks, but it's just quintessential like late fall, early winter. It literally smells like a bougie craft, like little boutique in a tiny little town in the wintertime. Like, this is what that smells like. Oh, it's so freaking good. So this performance, it is very I shouldn't say it's very strong. It's like medium high to low strong on performance. It will do well in an open concept. It does do well in larger rooms, smaller rooms. You will get more, it will stretch out further in a smaller room. I usually get 2 days out of this bar. The first day, it is very strong right out of the gate. Pretty much lasts that way for the full 24 hours. And then on day 2, it is milder, but you can still smell like all of the notes. Like the orange is still there, the fir needles is still there, the cinnamon sticks is still there. So it is very true to its scent on cold. I've mixed this with numerous things. I've mixed this with Mandarin Moon, and when I say mix, I don't mean in the same warmer this time, I mean alternating warmers. So I've done that with Mandarin Moon. I've also done it with Sips of Cider. I've also done it with Autumn Sunset. I've done this in alternating warmers to try to balance it out. It's really, really good. So if you like spicy things and like orange spicy citrus, you're definitely going to like this one, especially if you like Autumn Sunset, Welcome Home, My Home, anything like that. This is, you need to club this. I'm just telling you, when this collection goes away, make sure you club Homestead Holiday, because I'm telling you, if you don't club it and then you go to warm it later and you don't have any more, you're going to be sad, because I was sad. Now, granted, this was not a Scentsy heartbreak for me. I was smart enough to club this the last time it was available in catalog. And then when I was shocked as everybody else that this went away, that they finally retired this, because this was a not a bestseller, but it was a staple in the catalog for several years. So, but I would definitely repurchase this. It's going right back in my club as soon as it's available on November 1st. It's going to go into the dumping graveyard of my club right now, since my club doesn't come out till February. So I've just been like dumping everything in there. So stay tuned for that video in February, because it's going to be a long one. So definitely grab some popcorn and a drink and some Xanax, because I'm going to need it like desperately. All right, Sugar Plum Berry. This is one that was a returning scent, but I never experienced this one before. So I was very, very happy with this scent on cold. It shocked me how much I liked this. I think I like it so much because it is very similar to like my Mandarin Moon and even the Homestead Holiday, where it's got that spiced citrus. This one on warm, you guys, oh, it was so good. So definitely very, very strong. I only did 2 cubes in my living room here, where I normally do 4 when I warm anything in this room. I have 4 warmers in here. I put 1 cube in each warmer. 4 usually doesn't. I have very high ceilings. I have like 17, or it's like 19. I think it's like 19-foot ceilings. So I've got high ceilings, but yeah, this was amazing. You could smell it almost instantly. And it literally, when it was warming, smelled like a warm, gooey, spicy gumdrop. It was heaven. If you are a citrus spice fan, you are going to be so in love with this scent. It's still going right now in this living room. So we're at like the 36-hour mark, and I can still smell it. It's right here. It's actually in my Birds of a Feather warmer right here. And yeah, you can still you can still smell it. Now, is it as strong as it was yesterday? No. It's probably at about a 4 to 5 out of 10 right now, when yesterday it was like 9 out of 10. What I'm getting right now is just straight orange peel. That's the leftover note, so I'm assuming that like the citrus is the base note, because that's all I'm smelling right now is just that orange peel. So will I repurchase? Definitely. I am on the fence about clubbing it, and that's only because I have Mandarin Moon in my club, and I'm going to be putting Homestead Holiday back in. And this one, it's not like they're similar. They have notes that are similar towards each other, but they are three completely different scents. I just don't know if I want to put all three in my club. This one might be one that I club for a short while and then take it out later. But I just haven't decided on the club part yet, but I definitely will be repurchasing it. So I'll probably grab like another Scents of the Season like box when it becomes available. So, okay. Frosted White Pine. Let's talk about this one. So Frosted White Pine, I did 2 cubes. I did this in James's room. I actually put together his Harry Potter train warmer. So I've been melting wax in there while he's at school. So it's safe and I don't have to worry about him, you know, stimming and knocking over his warmer. So I put this in here. This is just, I don't know. So on cold, I did describe it as like, it's not like an authentic Christmas tree or like a festive Christmas tree. This is just more like forest. You definitely get the pine needle. Like, I'm not talking about like the pine scent. It's like pine woody needle. So when it was warming, I got the same thing. I got just a natural woody tree with just like a tinge of pine. Like, not a lot at all. It was more like white woods, nutty pine needles, right? By like hour 3, it turned, excuse me, into this nasty cologne, like woody cologne. Because I had walked in there and I was like, what the heck am I smelling? And I'm like, oh, it must be, excuse me, it must be the Frosted Winter Pine. So I'm like, well, maybe it just needs more time to get strong. It's only been 3 hours. So I came back up like another hour later, and literally there was no pine left. There was like no tree note. It was just cologne. And it literally smelled like a 7th grader had just bathed himself in like woody axe or like wood tag spray. It was god awful. I had to shut the warmer off. I was like, nope, can't do it. So I shut the warmer off. Then this morning, I went back, turned it on, got the kids ready for school, took my shower, got ready for work, and then I walked back into James's room to shut off his television. Again, the wood cologne came back. It wasn't as nasty as it was the previous day, but it was still enough where like I didn't want to smell it. Like, it was just a scent that was just not appealing to my nose. It was like, ugh. So this one was a definite womp womp disappointment. I typically like tree scents. I like stronger tree scents. I like sweeter tree scents. I would say if you are someone that likes the tree but doesn't like the festiveness or how aggressive pine can be. This is a gentler pine, and it does have a lot of woody notes to it. And it does read masculine when it's warming. So if you are someone who does like those masculine, like cologne scents, I would definitely try it to see if it's something that you like. I just did not care for it. The way that it turned after, like I said, hour 4 and then into that second day, it just wasn't for me. Now, it's still going upstairs in his room. Like, I didn't shut the warmer off. I just let it go all day while he was at school. And I went up there to pick up his room, get him ready for bed. And the wood was still there. It was just like a wood, like a cologne wood was just still lingering in his room. It's probably down to like a 3 out of 10. I think at the highest, this was probably like a 6. So it's definitely not like a high, like in strength, but I mean, you can smell it in the room. Did it escape the room? No, it didn't leave the room or anything like that. In comparison to these 3 other scents that we just went over, those do carry out into another room. So you have to be careful when you warm these. Try to warm it like throughout your house, or if you are going to warm a different scent in an adjacent room with the Sugar Plum Berry, the Peppermint Rush, or the Homestead Holiday, whatever adjacent room you have, choose a scent that's like got similar scent profiles so it doesn't like contrast. But this one did not leave James's room, so you would be okay just to like leave it in that room and it not affect other rooms that you may be warming other scents in. Am I going to repurchase? Nope. Clubby? Nope. I will probably just make samples with what I have left in here to give out to customers, especially my customers that like tree scents. And I'll probably mix some of this with like my stronger Black Forest pine just to get rid of it, because that's a definite nope. And then the last one, caramel praline cake. This is the one I was most excited about on cold because it did give me butter pecan like vibes, and it still does. When it was warming, it took forever to get the room like scented with its fragrance. I think it didn't kick in until like hour 3. And then I went upstairs. I did warm the 2 cubes in Caroline's room, my daughter's room. So yeah, so it was like hour 3 and I went up there and I could finally start to smell the caramel. I'm like, okay, we're working here. By like hour 6, it was at its full, and it did leave her room and it filled my upstairs hallway, and then it started to go downstairs. But what I found was that even though the scent was, you know, throwing out to different rooms, it wasn't staying contained in her room for some reason. Like, it was very, very faint in her room, but extremely strong in the rooms that it was throwing the scent out to. It was very decadent, very ooey gooey, gourmand. Reminds me of those like old school decadent Scentsy bakery scents that they used to make. So again, if you loved butter pecan, this is the closest that we'll get to that. If you are missing almond croissant, apple butter frosting, cinnamon buttercream, all of that, definitely try this. Am I going to repurchase it? Oh, performance. It only lasted a day. And not even, like probably 12 hours. So again, even though the scent appeal is very similar to old school Scentsy bakery, the performance just isn't there. It's not lasting as long. It's just a day-er bakery and then you're done. So I don't like that. I don't like that about that, because I have enough bakery scents that are one-dayers that perform way better than this one. Now, this does have vanilla, and I know vanilla does need time to cure, so I don't know if that will help this bar at all. I probably will, what I'll do is I'll make samples with a couple cubes, and then the rest I'll just tuck away for like a month or so, and then warm the rest of it, and then see if that changed the performance any, and then make a club decision at that point. But to me, I just, at this point right now, I have other bakery scents that are one-dayers that perform way better than the caramel praline cake did. So at this point, I'm not going to repurchase in club, but I have thrown it in my club because I'm still not, like I said, my club doesn't come out till February, so I'm just dumping everything in there. So, but we'll see. But if you, like I said, if you liked any of those other scents that I said, butter pecan, apple butter frosting, almond croissant, cinnamon buttercream, any of those, if you're missing them, definitely pick up this bar to at least try it, because it is similar to those bars, not exactly a dupe by any means, but just similar. And see if you can get it to perform. I did it in my room, in my home that does the best with like bakery scents and like lighter scents, and it, like I said, it was like 5 or 6 at best out of 10. So that's the scents of the season. So again, overall it's a good collection because it does have something for everybody in here. But in my opinion, the 3 rock stars of this collection are these 3: Peppermint Rush, Homestead Holiday, and Sugar Plum Berry. If you just get these 3 like in a club, once this collection drops, just get these 3 and you'll be extremely satisfied. But these are the 3 I will be clubbing for sure. So again, Scents of the Season collection, not available till November 1st. So on November 1st, if you are looking to get this for $25 for the 5 bars in this pretty little festive gift box, you can go to my website, wicklesscandles.scentsy.us, or your consultant's website and purchase it then. So in the comments, if anyone's tried this already, what are your opinions? What are your thoughts? What's the one you like the most? What's the one that you like the least? Love to hear it. Also, if you're watching, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing so I know that you guys want to continue to see the content. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in my next video.